Welcome everyone to Movie Trivia Under the Lights. I'm your host Alex Ulmer. With me today is Jack Renault. Today, folks, the first match of second round of the Singles Film Trivia Clash Tournament. We have Kurt Trashtalk Morrison against Business Ben. Jack, we're filming this in March, same month as March Madness. Exciting time for a lot of upsets, a lot of blood being boiled, a lot of brackets. Time for them to be busted. We've had a great tournament so far. What are you expecting from this 5v12 matchup?
Well, the thing about March Madness that I always notice is that sometimes these seedings can just be a number. I mean, if you take a look at the Final Four right now, we have like 2 5 seeds and a 9 seed. So it's not always going to be your number 1 seeds and it's not always higher seed wins. So while you could look at Kurt and say, he is a very consistent competitor, he could easily win, Ben, on the other hand, he always has some stuff to bring to the table. But looking at Kurt's singles record of 5-3, that's a really good record, and he's especially performed well recently, even if he's lost. And just looking at that first round, he can definitely be in a position to put himself out really far and just stay there if he gets some really good categories or pictures that he likes throughout the match. And he also has some really interesting likes. Like he's really big into rom-com, so that's a potential dark horse category that could always pop up.
Yeah, you see those stats. The thing that strikes out to you right away is that there's no really area for Kurt where he struggles in the game, right? You see everything is over 50%. There's no area of the game where you're like, oh, Kurt, this isn't him right now. He's definitely going to have to rebound after this bad round. But, he's been very consistent in his time here in the league. And that's why he's the 5 seed. Last year, he was about the 2 or I think the 3. So I think that last loss against Hunter kind of pushed him back again. But if I know Kurt, and I definitely do, he's definitely eager to rebound and get back into that championship conversation as we get his opponent playing potential upset alert, Business Ben.
Yeah. Now, the thing, again, going back to the whole seeding and numbers thing, Ben was somebody who I think was probably seeded like maybe 4 or 5 spots higher. And we've just managed to reel in a whole bunch of new film trivia talent since the last tournament. So does this lower number necessarily mean he's gotten worse? I don't think so, not any slightly. But I mean, just taking a look at these stats, I mean, it's kind of the same story. I mean, aside from that first round that is a little bit less than Kurt's, honestly, pretty much everything is about the same ballpark. He's got some unique likes on the wheel and really good performances in both actor and director rounds. So should he like what he gets, I do think that he could potentially make a run.
Ben, you see that 1-2 record, but he's also in Christmas trivia. He's won MCU trivia this season alone. So when it comes to a lot of those niches, I think Ben is definitely a player to look out for. People forget how good he was against Rod in their MCU match. I mean, he was he got those 9 points in the first round. He was absolutely phenomenal. So it's going to be a question of if he can carry it over to general trivia, where he's been he struggled a bit more this season compared to the others. But you saw, Jack, something to bring up. Both these competitors, their biggest wins in the league came in last year's tournament. So that just shows you how big this is for their trivia careers and how much it can definitely change them. Ben pulled an upset last year, and he's looking to do the same this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then real quick, looking at the bracket, the winner of this, I mean, they go on to the third round to face Tiz or Ryan Payne, one half of the duos champions. So a lot to play for here. And Ryan, Tiz, that's going to be a great matchup as well. But just this entire top of the bracket is very overpowered.
Yes.
All right, Jack. So before we get to the competitors themselves, what can everyone do at home?
Yes, be sure to subscribe to the League of Cinephiles here on YouTube, and feel free to leave a like and a comment. And you can also find us on our socials.
All right, yeah. Let's get to the first competitor. Yeah. The number 5 seed, representing the Wolfpack, a singles record of 5-3, Kurt Trashtalk Morrison.
A number 5 jersey for the number 5 seed. Gentlemen, how are you this evening? Your entertainment has arrived.
Kurt, we haven't seen you in some time. How are you feeling going into this tournament?
Oh, confident and as prepared as ever. Almost as prepared as the New Jersey Nets. because they're doing real well right now. So.
I have actually no idea.
Oh, no, not
I have no idea.
Completely turn the season around. So, they just got rid of a bunch of toxic players, and now we're on the up and at it. So I'm really excited to be here, guys. Bozo Ben, Business Ben. Sorry. He got great competitor. I'm really excited about this. This should be a good match. So.
And his opponent, the number 12 seed, representing the Commission, with a singles record of 1-2, Business Ben.
Hello. Excited for tonight. I'm wearing number 7 on my shirt, which is not my seed, but it's a good number. So,
Ben, you guys have
high 5 and you're 7 together.
No, true.
Oh, that's true.
Good. Quick
Fun
math.
fact: you guys have actually never been on the same screen together in any League of Cinephiles match. Not duos, not singles, not even any of our league meetings. How do you feel going against each other?
Exciting match. Yeah, with several matches that I've had before, it's always good to have a fresh new player to play against.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to this. This has been it's been exciting watching the round robin kind of fall into pieces, and had a few upsets, and I've been looking forward to this match with Ben since these seeds got drawn. So let's make it happen, fellas. Ben, you're the nicest guy in the league, my friend. So I wish you the best of luck. I can't even do my usual trash talk self. I have to subdue it because I have so much adoration and respect for you, my friend.
well, you did a little bit with Bozo, so I don't really believe you.
What did I do?
The Bozo.
I said business.
All right,
Hi.
Jack. Let's get started. Enough with the talk. Let's get started on good old round 1.
Alrighty, round 1, about as simple as it gets. You guys are each going to have 8 questions, and you'll have 15 seconds for each question. 1 point for each correct answer given, and you must write down your answers legibly and completely. You'll each, of course, have 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use throughout the course of a match. And if one of you two or both goes perfect in the first round, then you will get the honorary Helmer bonus question for that potential 9th point.
Mr. Morrison, are you ready?
I am ready.
The businessman, are you ready?
I am ready.
Alrighty, well, let's get ready to clash. Mr. Helmer, you can start off with question number 1.
I will indeed. Question number 1. In Logan Lucky, Channing Tatum and Adam Driver plot to rob what kind of sports event? You know, Jack, I hate Steven Soderbergh. You know, I think I've told you
you have been vocal
times.
about this in the past.
Not a fan. Not a fan. 3, 2, 1. That's time. Ben?
I'm using a whiteboard, but my markers are dry, so I'm using pen and paper. NASCAR race.
Can I use that closer?
The lighting is terrible in here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Kurt, can I see your answer?
I put racing sort of NASCAR.
All right. Yeah, I saw it the second time. All right, those are both correct. Yes.
Okay.
Question number 2, Jack.
Name 2 of the 3 actors who played the men Sophie suspects may be her father in Mamma Mia. Now, this movie I know you're a fan of, Helmer.
Very much. Better than any Steven Soderbergh movie.
Whoa, hey. You cannot talk. Ocean's 11 like that, you piece of garbage.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Ben.
Colin Firth and Pierce Brosnan.
I will say,
And Kurt.
this is going to be a struggle. This is going to be a long match. Pierce Brosnan and Stellan Skarsgård.
And you both are correct. We were looking for some combination of Stellan Skarsgård, Pierce Brosnan, and Colin Firth. So we are tied yet again, 2-2.
All right. Third question. Steve Martin and Bonnie Hunt play a couple in what Sean Levy directed comedy? See, Kurt went to his board again very eagerly. Let's see if Ben, we can see his answer this time a lot better. Let's see. I doubt it.
Be a little bigger over there, fella, with the writing. The way you used to write in like grade
3, 2, 1. Kurt.
Cheaper by the dozen, 1 and 2.
Ben.
Cheaper by the dozen. For the 12.
All right. Perfect round still in effect, Jack. 3-all. High scoring affair so far.
A child faces a crisis when discovering a Nazi fugitive hiding in his house in what movie?
What would you do in this situation, Jack?
I don't know.
Detailed answer.
I really do not know. Probably
3,
report that.
2, 1.
We'll start with Kurt.
Jojo Rabbit.
And Business Ben.
The same. Jojo Rabbit.
We are actually looking for apt pupil. So
There
while
you
the
are.
perfect game is not in effect, you guys remain tied at 3-all.
Ian McKellen was the Nazi. It was Bryan Singer directed it, I believe. Although Jojo Rabbit was a good guess though. She wasn't. You can challenge if you want. You can challenge if you want.
Ben, are we challenging this communally right now?
It wouldn't really matter.
Alrighty.
All right.
Question number 5. What is the town that is Frodo, Sam, and Bilbo's home in Middle-earth known as?
I can already hear the music in my head.
I cannot. I've only seen these movies one time each, so
I hear
Really?
beeping in my
yeah.
head.
3. That was me. 2.
Repeat.
1. First repeat. Yeah, maybe I should watch them again, Jack.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's
Jack,
always a good idea. Whenever
what's-
you can spare
What's
9
1,
hours.
2, 3 for you, Jack?
Extended edition.
3, 2, 1. Kurt, let's go to you.
Sure.
And Ben.
I said bag end.
We were looking for the Shire, so Kurt takes the early lead, Jack. The first lead in this match. First blood has been struck.
Moving on to question number 6. Which actor will you find in films such as Chariots of Fire, The Fifth Element, and Alien? I adore one of these movies, kind of like the third, and kind of like another, and I've not seen the last one.
I've only seen the last one.
The fifth. I was referring to The Fifth Element, the one I haven't seen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Alien? No, I'm just kidding. 3, 2, 1. That's time.
All right. Ben.
I could not think of his name. I put down Ian.
And Kurt.
Ian Holm?
He was also in the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah.
Ian Holm is
Oh, I
correct.
didn't catch that. Yeah.
Gosh.
Bag end.
All right.
Kurt extends his lead now 5-3. 2 questions left in the first round.
In Ghostbusters 2, what is slime ravaging New York feeding off of? What is the slime ravaging New York? Not my question.
What? What is the slime ravaging New York feeding off of? Oh, okay.
Maybe rampaging was the better word.
I did not write the question. 3, 2, 1. That's time. Kurt.
I wrote energy, but I don't know what kind of energy.
Ben.
The first one is my favorite comedy of all time. I love these movies. I just have anger. It's like the anger of the citizens.
I believe we can take that, Jack. We were looking for negativity, negative emotions, but
I'll-
anger we can
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So, yep, that is correct. 5-4. Ben with the big get there. So we get to the final question. Ghostbusters 2.
It's Ben's favorite comedy.
Oh no, the first one I think he said.
No, he said the second one.
Not a big fan of the first one though.
No, fuck the first one. Right?
Pure cinema.
Your final question in the first round, gentlemen. Who directed Stanley Tucci's Oscar-nominated performance as a child murderer in The Lovely Bones?
One I've always wanted to see, Jack. I'm a sucker for my serial killer movies. I just haven't seen this one yet. 3, 2, 1. That's time.
Ben.
There's no way this is right, but I scribbled down Nora Ephron.
And Kurt.
Peter Jackson?
Peter Jackson is correct.
Are you kidding me?
Yes! Kurt is now up 6-4. That is now a third Lord of the Rings related.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end of round 1, the score is as follows, Jack.
The score is 6-4. Kurt slowly maintaining his lead, but Ben right on his tail as he gets to pick first going into the picture round. As of course, you'll each have 3 pictures, and you must identify the name of the actor from the picture provided. Each question will be worth the number of points it is in that sequence from 1 to 3 for each of you guys. And Kurt, you are currently in the lead, so you can pick whether you want to go first or second.
Let's go first.
It's going first.
So
all right.
Your 1-point actor is
Dennis Hopper.
And that is correct for 1 point.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Ben now for his 1-point actor.
We doing steals?
You know we don't do steals, Kurt.
I'm just asking. Maybe the rules have fucking changed. Okay, sorry. Maybe the rules have changed. Okay.
3, 2, 1. That's
Jack.
time. Oh, he's right here, but he was not in the picture round. We were looking for Ryan Felipe. Was the correct answer.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Cruel intentions himself.
All right. So now back to Kurt to see if he can take a 5-point lead over Ben.
Hold on. Oh my god! I just watched something with him. That is
3, 2, 1.
repeat.
First repeat.
That would be Dominic Hall. Dominic something. Fuck. Shit.
He was close, Jack. We were looking for Dominic West. Was the last
West!
one. Dominic, almost like Kanye West.
Yeah.
But, all right. Ben now to kind of get a bit closer to Kurt now with his 2-point actor.
Amandla Stenberg.
For 2 points, Jack, that is a big gain from Ben there. 7-6 now. It is close as we head down to Kurt for his big 3-point actor. Let's see what happens here.
Not a clue. Not even gonna try. No.
Can I see hands as well, Kurt?
Sorry, my bad. I will go with. I don't. That looks like Rachel Zegler, but I don't think it is.
3.
Rachel Zegler. We'll go with that.
That is time. We were looking for Isabella Merced. Isabella Merced. Dora the Explorer herself.
Oh, really?
Damn, Dora.
All right, now to Ben. Jack, this is huge. This would give Ben the lead in the match. Let's see what happens.
This will not give Ben the lead in the match.
Dora the Explorer.
I just can't focus with those eyebrows.
2,
Dorothy.
That's
Dorothy.
time. We were looking for my Marlene Dietrich.
Oh, okay.
Last movie star. As we end the round, Jack, both competitors struggling, and at the end of it, it is what?
6-7, much closer game this time, and especially now going into the third round where we know steals are alive. So yes, in round number 3, you'll each have 4 questions, which are each worth 2 points. The questions will all correlate to one specific category that'll be assigned to you via the Wheel of Truth. If you guys don't like which category you spin on first, you can always choose to spin again, but you must stick with that second category that is spun. In this round, a competitor can choose to go to multiple choice on their question, but if you do this, you must answer, or you will only get 1 point for that question. If a competitor guesses a question incorrectly, their opponents will have the chance to steal for that many points. When stealing, a competitor cannot go to multiple choice unless the players they're stealing from have already done so. And if a competitor lands on a wild card slice, then you can choose to either spin again with that first spin, but you must stick with the wild card on your second. We have Leonardo DiCaprio, Batman, Blumhouse, Keanu Reeves, Sci-Fi and Fantasy, disaster movies, release dates, classics, scores and soundtracks, Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones, and the 2000s.
I could have sworn I picked when I gave you 3, Alex. I could have sworn I asked for Star Wars, but
I don't think you did.
I don't know. Anyways, that's okay. We'll go with what we got here on this bullshit round of wheels.
So you're gonna go. I assume you'll go first then.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm gonna let Ben go first.
Oh, okay, shit. Ben, your first category is Indiana Jones.
Ooh.
Let's go with it.
Yeah.
We'll go with
Lock it in.
Oh wow!
Benjamin.
Very
Benjamin.
Deal.
Yes,
All right.
Indiana Jones. All right, Indiana Jones has been taken off the board. Let's see what Kurt ends up with now. Ding, 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 ding. He gets
Indiana
Oh.
Jones.
Indianapolis Jones.
Fan favorite.
Star Wars.
Gonna get a third time.
Indiana Jones again.
Oh, we're close. We're close. 2000.
2000s.
That was one of my picks, gentlemen. That might be in my wheelhouse. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna try it.
We are gonna go with it.
Gonna go
All
with it.
right. So both competitors, Jack, the wheel was nice to them. It seems. You know.
Yeah.
Ben, are you ready for your first question in the category of Indiana Jones?
Let's do it.
All right. Your first question: in Temple of Doom, what deity do the Thuggies worship under Pankot Palace?
Ooh, that is.
3,
Time's ticking.
2.
I'll do multiple
1.
choice.
Multiple choice. The options are
Great start.
A. Shiva, B. Brahma, C. Kali, or D. Vishnu.
Kali.
That is correct for 1 point. Tie game. For the first time since round 1.
I almost said Kala, so I'm glad I did that. Close.
Go with your gut next time. First answer that pops in your head.
Second question. In the Last Crusade, the butler at Castle Brewhold calls out Indiana and says that if Indiana was a Scotch lord, he was what fictional character?
Mickey Mouse.
That is correct for 2 points, and Ben has taken the lead, Jack. All right, your third question. Marion's Bar in Raiders of the Lost Ark was located in what Asian country?
Pretty sure Nepal.
That's another 2-point gain, Jack. Ben, playing really well right now. Already in double digits as we head now to his fourth and final question. In The Last Crusade, what famous European king does Henry Jones Sr. quote when he uses his umbrella to scare away the birds?
Let's go multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Your options are A. Edward the Confessor, B. Richard I, C. Henry V, or D. Charlemagne. Three, two,
Henry V.
1. And that is incorrect. Kurt with the 1 point steal.
Richard the First.
And that is incorrect as well. We were looking for Charlemagne.
Oh.
Charlemagne was the correct answer. So Ben with a 4-point lead now, but we're heading over to Kurt's category, Jack.
Here is your first question from the realm of the 2000s. Who directed 2004's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Michael Gondry.
He's quick with it for 2 points. Kurt is up with 9. Ben still has 11. Let's see if he can extend his lead. See if he can catch up. Question number 2. In Batman Begins, what is Thomas Wayne's profession?
Doctor.
I believe we can accept that. We were looking for surgeon.
Oh.
I also had doctor written down.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'll come to Charlotte right now. Okay.
I'll let it slide.
Moving on to your third question. How many acting nominations did Little Miss Sunshine receive at the Academy Awards?
3.
3 is incorrect. Moving over to Ben for the potential 2-point steal.
I'll go with 2.
And 2 is correct. Ben is able to
extend
his lead.
That was the biggest moment in the match, Jack. Ben really needed that, forcing Kurt to really need this one if he wants to have it tied heading into the final round.
Your fourth and final question. Doubt takes place in what decade?
I'm going to go with multiple choice. I haven't seen it in 15 years.
Is it A, the 2000s, B, the 1940s, C, the 1980s, or D, the 1960s?
The 1940s. Fuck, I was going to go with it.
The 1940s is incorrect.
Oh!
Going over to Ben for the potential 1-point steal.
It's been a while for me, too. Let's go 1960s.
And he extends his lead more. The 1960s is correct. Ben is currently up by 3 going into the director's round.
Yeah, Ben really playing out of his mind there. He had a slow start, Jack, but when he got those questions rolling, that big 2-point steal for him, that was the game changer there. Perhaps if Kurt went to multiple choice, maybe, but still, it's a close game. Can't wait to see what happens in the Clint Eastwood round.
Absolutely. Alrighty. As you guys know, we end with the Clint Eastwood round. You guys will each pick 3 numbers, which will all correlate to different directors, and your questions will be based on them. Competitors will receive a 2, 3, and a 5-point question with the numbers they choose correlating to 3 directors. You will choose which of the 3 directors they've randomly received correlate with each of their 3 questions. Whoever has the most points at the end of this round will be declared the winner, and if there is a tie at the end of this round, we will go into overtime.
Kurt chose numbers 9, 4, and 5. That was New Age Horror, Zack Snyder, and Denis Villeneuve. He will go New Age Horror for his 2, Villeneuve for his 3, and Snyder for his 5. Ben chose 2, 10, and 12, which is PTA, Richard Linklater, and William Friedkin. He's going 2 for Friedkin, 3 for Richard Linklater, and 5 for PTA. We're going to go to Kurt first for his 2-point question in the realm of New Age Horror. So, Kurt, are you ready for your 2-point question?
Bring it on.
All right. Can I just see hands as well?
Sorry, my bad.
You're good. All right, your 2-point question. Who plays Annie's son in Hereditary?
Alex Wolff.
Jack, it's a 1-point game now. Kurt chipping away. He's not usually on this side of things, but he's looking to rebound, get that place in the next round of the tournament. All right, he has to answer his 3 now, Jack. And if he doesn't answer this right, he has to go to his 5. So your 3-point question in the realm of Denis Villeneuve. Jeremy Renner's character names the 2 aliens after what famous comedy duo in Arrival?
Abbott and Costello.
For 3 points, Jack. Kurt has regained the lead, calm and composed as well.
Yes, and now he still has his 5-point question to blaze back on.
Yeah. But we're going to go now to Ben first, see if we can tie the game.
Billy Friedkin, baby!
All right. For the tie, Gene Hackman and what other actor was nominated for an Oscar for their role in The French Connection?
Roy Scheider.
And that is correct for 2 points, 16 all. What a match, Jack.
Just like we predicted the 5-12 upsets, man. It's never that easy.
It's close, man. It's close.
Never that
16
easy.
all. We're going back to Ben now for his 3 to try to force Kurt to his 5 for the lead. In Boyhood, Mason and his family attend the midnight release of a book in what popular series?
This is one I have not seen. I don't have a spare 12 years. What's the timing? Well, let's go with Harry Potter.
It says Harry Potter, and that is correct for 3 points.
The logic.
Jack,
the logic there.
19-16. Ben has taken back the lead. Kurt must hit his 5. Ben playing, most likely, Jack, the best game he's played in his entire League of Cinephiles career.
Agreed.
But
100%.
we're heading back to Kurt, director he likes very much in the realm of Zack
Snyder guy, baby.
Great.
All right. For 5 points and the lead. Which actor, who also played another character in the DCU, voiced the President of the United States in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice?
How many repeats we got here?
3.
2.
I got
2.
I got it on the tip of my tongue.
3, 2, 1.
Repeat
First one.
it. Repeat it. Yeah. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. That's time.
Repeat, and then we're going with Benjamin. It's been fun, good sir. You're going to be taking on Ryan Payne. You better fucking show up.
3. That is time. And your winner, business, Ben Jack, a upset of the century. The correct answer was Patrick Wilson was the correct answer.
Wow.
Ben, what a win. 19-16, an absolute shocker. The first huge domino falls. What are your thoughts here? This is by far the best win, the craziest win you've had in your career. Most people had you heavily not favored in this match. Your thoughts?
Thanks. Well, no, I've been practicing real hard over the weekend. Did a bunch of CNET. Shout out to all my CNET fans. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, at first I was getting a little nervous back and forth. It was real tight the whole game, really. But yeah, glad I showed up for that. And then the director round, I was really nervous too because none of the PTA I like, but none of those are like all-time faves. But got a little lucky, I guess, with the questions. And then I mean that Harry Potter, yeah, just kind of timed. That was like the big book series. So anyway, yeah, I'm ecstatic. This was one of my best games. I agree.
Yeah, well, first off, I just going off of that, I got to applaud you also, like, for the use of logic there. I mean, you haven't like seen Boyhood and Grips, but you just going back and using the time frame. I mean, using all the context clues, very well played. I do have to ask, what do you think about the match you have coming to you soon?
Yeah. Definitely studying up more. Excited for it. Yeah, so 13-4. Yeah. So yeah, doing a lot of prep stuff. I'll look at the actors' pictures and stuff and recent events. But I'm excited. I'm excited.
And Ben, we mentioned before, this has kind of been an up and down year for you. You had those 2 wins in Christmas and MCU, but you've had some bad duos losses. How? I mean, you beat Kurt, one of the best players in the league. What did you do differently this time compared to your other matches?
I'm not totally sure. I feel like I stayed a little calmer, maybe, because sometimes I get in my head a lot and overthinking stuff. But I went to multiple choice if I needed to. Thought about it. Took more of the time, I think, to think over the questions. So yeah, getting more comfortable with it. Yeah.
All right. Well, Ben, it's been a pleasure as always. Congratulations on the huge upset win.
Thank you.
Kurt, this one must sting. You've had you had a great run in the tournament last season. What was it in this game that kind of threw you off? Was it that round 3? Was it just that 2-point game that Ben had that just kind of throw you off your game?
No, just missed one here and there. Ones that I should have had, and that's okay. That's all part of the plan in the game, my friends. 'Tis the League of Cinephiles. There's a reason why we're all here. We all have great bases of knowledge. Ben got 2 really good directors round Clint Eastwood questions, and there you go. That's all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my swan song. I'm signing off. This will be my last match in the League of Cinephiles. I'm going to retire with an L under my belt, but I believe it is now time for me to go into the sunset and watch you guys from afar. But always enjoyably. I've had such a blast doing this with you guys, but I realize that I've lost a step perhaps, and I've had a blast, fellas. I appreciate the both of you. You guys brought me in go close to 2 years ago, but I think it's time to let some of the fresh blood in. And I'll be always watching and rooting for all you fellas, and for everybody else that comes in the league. So
that quite a groundbreaking announcement, Kurt. Thank you again. I mean, you were one of the most triumphant, one of the most kind of well-regarded players in the League of Cinephiles. So Thank you for all you've done in matches, kind of on and off camera. And I'm sure we'll be seeing you again. Yeah. Kurt, I apologies about the loss, but it's been great seeing you.
That's the beauty of this. You never know who's going to win, who's going to lose. The 5-12, Jackie Boy called it. His bracket's still looking pretty good. Collusion, ladies and gentlemen. I call it. All right. Not a coincidence that the man who bet against me is the man who referees my match. Collusion. This is the NBA. Damn it. No, I'm kidding. I love you both. You guys are both great, and I appreciate both of you so much. So yeah, it's been fun, guys. I really appreciate both of you guys. You're fantastic. So Ben, good luck, sir. You're gonna go far if you play the way that you did today. So to that, I sign off one last time in League Cinephiles, guys.
But we've said enough about him. Let's shift over to the other side here. We got Kurt, the fresh face here.
Well, Kurt looks pretty promising.
Do you have anything to declare before you compete in your very first trivia match?
Declare, are we doing on-air drug testing?
I think he has completely pioneered the art of trash talking among the league.
You know, there's a performance aspect.
And I think it'll be hard for anybody to come to the effectiveness and just comedic value that he brings with it.
You're going to watch the person mentally implode.
And we are going to wipe the floor with you peasants on a Saturday. Technically, it's Sunday for you, Jacob, so you're 24 hours ahead of an ass kicking.
If I could spit on Harry Styles, I would.
Everybody's favorite trash talking Canadian's back.
To the Nebraska
Consortium. Well, I wonder if it's D.
His presence will be missed.
Who, me?
It is an honor sharing the arena with you. Brother.
I'm limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. Let's go, baby.
You play the way that you did today. So to that, I sign off one last time in League Cinephiles, guys. Boom! Till next time, suckers. Thank you for calling me the best villain.